Okay, so here's a brief tutorial on how to actually navigate the training cards for this Ankh-On-Foot Prehab series and all the other cards available. So as you can see on the card, you'll see numbers. Okay, it's a very simple system, and it's designed in an order of complexity and or intensity and or volume. All right, so from less complex or easier to more advanced. Okay, so as you are going through the cards, you might do a session where you're actually going over your training exercises in this order, from 1, 2, 3, and 4. Or what you might do is maybe one session you'll work on just the level 1s, and then the next session you go over the level 2, so on and so forth. Okay, so there's different ways to navigate them, and I'll explain a bit further along this presentation. So like I said, on the top, okay, this is the order that you can also follow. I mean, you have different options. It depends on what you want to do. So you got the different types of contractions out here. All right, so for example, you got isometric type of contraction, you got a concentric type of contraction, or an eccentric type of contraction. This is the focus of the exercises. So not all the exercises are made the same. All right, there's different emphasis for different types of movements. Okay, so isometric, for example, you got a bicep curl, so you're contracting your biceps, but it's not moving, it's not going anywhere. Concentric meaning the shortening of the muscle, just the typical bicep curl. So obviously this applies to all different types of movements. All right, so it's the shortening of the muscle as you're contracting. And eccentric means that you are contracting. Okay, you're creating tension, but as your muscle is lengthening. Okay, so that's just what it means in simple terms. All right, so moving along, at the bottom of each and every type of contraction type, you will see the recommended dosage. So for example, isometric contractions exercises, you will do in this particular case 2 sets of 10 to 30-second holds. All right, so you might do, if you're short in time, you might do just 1 set. If you have a little bit more time, you will do 3 sets. Concentric, 2 sets from 6 to 10 repetitions. And here you will do 2 sets to 6 to 8 repetitions. Okay, that's just what it means. All right, very simple. So if you don't know, how many reps, how many sets, there you go. There's a recommendation for that. So when it says 2 sets, so let's say, for example, you're going through the cards here vertically, okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4, you will do 1 full set as a circuit and then come back and finish your second set. That's how, you probably do this. All right, moving along. Next. All right, so every card also has an exercise which you can click into it. All right, so you click on that and you'll see the exercise that corresponds to that particular exercise description. Okay, so you'll click on it and you'll see the exercise. Like I mentioned to you before, you can go through the exercises here vertically, okay, in this direction or in this order. So you can go 1, 2, 3, and 4 in isometric emphasis. All right, or you can go horizontally. Okay, you can go in isometric exercise, and then you'll do a concentric, and then you go through an eccentric type of exercise. All right, so these are prehab type of exercises. So this shouldn't be too taxing on your body. They're mainly to maintain and help you protect your structures from getting injured. And that is it for this tutorial. Hope this helps. Just send me a message if you're still not clear with the training cards and how to use them.